there. Just like many other people say, I'm live. I don't know if I need these. So I don't know if I just wanted to try this out like many people end up doing. It's a Tinman here. If you know me, you know me. It's a poor connection. Sorry about that. But hey, people, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to show this little piece of paper right here. Okay, so you can pause it. And I'll go through it. So basically, Ian Tinman Armstrong. Anyways, what I figured I'm going to try for just a little bit here is just general delivery at the Mission Post Office. And so that's what you would have to write. So if you wanted to contribute to gas and you picked up a gas card, which would have to be good for British Columbia. Hey, somebody's there. What's up, Tinman? Memphis. Hey, Sasquatch, how's it going, brother? I hope, brother. You know, I can't have everybody memorized, obviously, right? This is pretty cool. So whoever wants to send 10 bucks in a gas card, figure out, or ask me, whatever type thing. Cool. And yeah, so whatever. So here's the postal code. V2V4J2. General delivery, not post, but or that would work, but general delivery. Number one, I said gas, because that's what keeps me parked. I got an awesome car now, but I just haven't been able to get out because I just don't have that gas. Like, the car runs good and all that kind of stuff. Maintenance wise, it's in fine shape. Maybe down the road I'll turn around and say, can anybody help me out with some new tires or something like that, right? If this all works out. Obviously, one big thing I'm going to be looking for, which people bug me about a lot, is a camera. So whatever that is. And what did I wrote on here? A little note. Say on this, so on this video, let me know if you sent me. I don't want to get tons and tons of stuff. It's no sense people going, like, you struggling people out there with money. Just you watching, just you giving thumbs up and all that kind of stuff. Trust me, that helps with spreading stuff, so you are doing goodwill. Don't feel that you have to in any ways take away from any of your self needs, your children needs, or anything like that. So I don't need hundreds of things, right? So it's a Tinman. What do we got? We got 3 minutes and we got 2 viewers, it looks like. Cool. Anybody want to ask me a question? No question? I'm sitting right in a beautiful spot that has been changing. You see this is all blackberry back here. And all this blackberry in this section for sure, from about here all the way down to into this corner and such, and it's taken over. The whole bank is all 100% new. I was planning on walking through there as the season was getting better. Jack would run through there no problem. And but now I've talked to some gardening people, finally people. Some wholeheartedly people that are yes, if you're asking me if I just lean towards Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and friends, that's who I'm really researching, is some kind of a bipedal for sure. And I 100% have seen small. Cloaking to me is only hiding. So the question was, do I believe that they cloak? I visually have been there I have this one on video and it's hard for people to see. I'm going to talk a little louder because of the wind. It's hard for people to see, and I understand that, but when you sit beside me, if you have the imagination, because you have to spruce up your imagination with this being a little bit, because it could be a one, or it could be that first where it gets out there for us all to look at. But I was with that guy which I call him a guy, a whole left peripheral, I talk about it as my big male or something like that. He was being filmed like for 15 minutes, maybe more, and on another camera. I've got him doing 2 different movements. I got him doing this movement because you're looking at the left side of his head. Okay, so way back right here, you see something on his head, and this thing you get to see change. If you end up seeing him, you get to see this change in profile, and what it is actually his right hand. And at one point he does a big change and turn like just like this, not much. He does this, and this almost becomes more shaped like a fern maybe. While he does that, or in approximately at that time, because he does do a couple of shifts, very minute shifts. At one point he's got 2 black dots I ended up discovering on his arm here. This movement and this movement happens at the same time. So I got 2 movements from him, 2 different limbs, plus if you want to call this some kind of a limb, it is joints obviously, so that's that. Nobody else on here, everybody's gone. I'm out of here, thanks for viewing, and this is cool. Finish. Peace out, Tinman. Please sub me, please subscribe, and oh, hey, you're still here, okay. I believe they blend with foliage, yeah. No, okay, I'll hang around for a bit then. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I believe that they blend with the foliage myself. Tin. My real name's Ian, but that's probably just, yeah, fair enough. I'm doing good. You know, we all know how to uplift ourselves, and it's a matter of prescribing that to ourselves every moment and learning how to do that almost every moment, right? So living a life like this has made me become very aware to that. Yeah. It's a big deal, our own mind, man. Like, nobody else gives a shit about my mind. Nobody else gives a shit. There's people who are connecting with my story and stuff. And it's becoming beautiful and all that kind of stuff, and more stuff getting out there about this kind of thing. But it's just weird because it has to be my subject. I'm sorry. So with anybody who wants to hang out with me, I know I picked a bit of a noisy area, but there's Wi-Fi here. Are we still hooked well? Yeah, I think so. But you kind of get it. It's all good. It's all love. Here, let me do this. Hopefully you don't disappear for a moment. If you do, I'll... Joshua Tree, California. Cool. Thanks so much. 110. Much love back, man. Much love back. You know, you know, this has got to be containing love, doesn't it? What we're doing right now. You know, what we're trying to get out there and stuff, and make people more aware. You being on right now, I don't know if you're having to take off, but you being here right now, that you, you know, I don't have my glasses or anything. So Tinman, what did, oh, he didn't. No, I can even move. Oh, I see. You know what, just write something small. You've seen them right in front of you and right behind you and stuff. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I don't know what to say to that stuff. You know, I do remind people a lot, because I know a lot of people have this, when you're not in the video, when you're not the filmer and so on and so forth, there is a different perception. Sometimes I miss out on the perception, the camera picks up on it better. So that can be in the helpful point, but there's the other point too. And I believe a lot of people misunderstand a lot of the shadows and such as being faces and different things. That's why you got to verify with movement. Movement is so much of a good thing. Like when somebody says, I see that eye moved, or anything like that, that's the awesome time. Like I have a number of different items out there where I could say they're in the 90%, where I believe that's probably one. But if it wasn't the 3 visuals that I've done, one I haven't gone on camera, but 3 visuals that I've done, those ones I will put the 100% stamp, no problem. And the vocalization one, where that male, you know, there might have been a couple of there, but they growled and did a bunch of stick whacking and stuff. I kind of confronted them for 30 seconds, which You know, I don't know where that power came from, whether it will happen the same way next time, or if there is a next time, but yeah, I got to a point with that guy where he was just finally saying within his growling language, his language only, and I just read the dialect of it. He told me, "Get the frick out of here, man. I'm coming through these bushes." And that was, you know, it was around that 30 seconds of challenging. So people who try to challenge my story at all, I don't care. I said, you Memphis, cool. Share, and get it around and stuff, right? Get the information going. I don't care if people are talking about my channel. I care about people talking about it. Yeah, that day, you know, it depends what you're talking about when you feel, because sometimes when you feel the shit in you being, like, you're so kind of nervously scared, but it can be the environment too, a little chilly wind, you know, you don't have that jacket on, or your excitement certain level. Yeah, they show themselves physically for sure. A lot of places it's coming more and more relevant. I don't know if anybody's looked, but on Dave's Paranormal, I know Dave goes out there where if you're not if you're just a Bigfoot Sasquatch person, Dave talks beyond that kind of stuff. But I'll tell you what, on that video where he does that cave one, where his nephews or whatever are down there, and he's talking about a face, I see more than what I know more than what Dave even is actually seeing there. He might have changed it up, but I tell you, go look at that piece, man. You're getting a whole face. What you're actually getting is the thin rock Dave points out. You get the rock here. You most likely don't get to see this eye at any point, and you get to see the lip do a curl like at the sound of the noise point that Dave points out. Let's go. And then a second time it does a curl. These two black spots there that Dave points out thinks are eyes, it's actually the nasal. He's really doing a push on the rock like this, and that is his eye, which Dave, I think, sometimes might think it's his eyebrow, but that is his eye doing the shifting here, the white more like object and the eye within it. And then this is his head, and I believe these are youngsters right here, a couple of sets of youngster eyes. So however you think on that. You think that Bigfoot's not from the earth? Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Gary. Yeah, I was just, if you watch the front of the video, what I end up describing as I talk about, if anybody feels like it, I'm not doing, you know, you guys, I've been here for quite a few months and people have said it quite a few times, hey man, why don't you hit up for a little bit of cash and stuff? I'm at a spot where I sit too much. I don't like to go out onto the road and put myself in danger every time where I go, and I tell you right now, that's what happens. Whether I'm in that day's a bad day and I'm like hanging in the 90% danger zone, or if it's a good day and I'm only in 10%, I'm 100% in danger. One of the most dangerous jobs, I would say. I still have to figure out if black bears are hanging around and different things like this, right? So my point is, I'm not being able to get to those crazy dangerous spots because I don't have the funds just for the gas even level of it. I've got the great car now, great deal from my sister Karen. Works out awesome for me. I love the car. It's got all the nice climate control things and stuff. So yees who know, I got one of my earplugs right here that I've graciously taken out for you and put up with more than that, but for some reason I thought I was going to get to listen to you guys, I guess. So they can be materialized. You think so, eh? I've stood there with a male. Different species, are you going to tell me that can do that or not? I don't know, but I've stood there with a male. And thanks for the sub if you're talking to me, brother or sister. I've been with a male that never chose to do that, but made movements. I'm sorry, we're not supposed to do this kind of stuff because then we're too aggressive type people, but if you're not a little aggressive, you might not be out here. Cool, you guys are talking and stuff too? Awesome. So anyways, with aliens. See, people who have done that kind of stuff, who stood with an alien, I got nothing to say on that. I got no information, no understanding for that kind of a thing. So, but what I can say for my experiences, people have said many times that somehow aliens and UFOs are experiencing that. I've been in now probably hours and hours of experiences where I had no sign of anything like that being bothered by me being present with them and stuff like that in amongst their areas. So whatever that might mean, I don't know what that means when it comes down to the alien seekers of it all. Yeah. I'd like to, what do you mean you have understanding of it all? Do you mean you can read the different signs? Like my understanding of Bigfoot now, I have character reference that I can use them on them and stuff. Like I call them foolers. I tell you the guys that all the time. They're delinquents. They're like this. And that's a huge characteristic. And I actually have it kind of categorized, not hugely as just the huge word, right? I already also know different attitudes. I can pick up different signs of culture in different areas. For example, crows are giving me a hard time for some reason. What's up with you guys? Huh? Yeah, that was pretty cool. I forgot I was even here. I know, yeah. We know. So that's part of the thing is how dynamic have your experience? Maybe that's where I'm going. How dynamic have your experience been? And like I say, mine is that dynamic. You decide to go with me or not. People can get it on my film, and that's helpful. People can get it to their resting point of 99%. They want the 100% visual for themselves to go with it, right? Are you living out there? I'm just living on the road wherever right now. Have you been? Yeah, I'm just living on the road, like I'm around in the area where my kids are because my finances are low right now. I talk about a financial thing at the beginning, whatever. You'll see it at the beginning of the video. But just so I can start getting out there. It's quite a bit of work, because where I go, trust me, I just want to videotape everything when I turn them on. From that point on, in most of my cases, the way I go about my style, I believe a lot of guys can be kind of watching over me. Cool. I think that might have been a Fargo or something. But I believe a lot of them can be watching over me and continuing on with my path once I get to a certain spot of getting their curiosity, because I find I do that a lot. Nice. Found some heavy impressions. Cool. So I don't have my glasses, so I always wondered if it was a Bigfoot. Yeah, most likely for sure. I've talked to a number of people now that have these young experiences. I was talking to this guy who's a search and rescue chap, and I'm starting to build a bit of a relationship with him, and I hope he really connects. He already had his own thoughts about Bigfoot, so that's cool. But he had a couple of experiences, and one of the experiences he went like this, or that whatever it was, and he said it was 2-footed. He had family with him, came around the back side of the tent where the heads were, and did this on the tent, and then gave them their space or whatever. And it's like, yeah, trippy. So cool. 20 minutes. This is my first venture doing this, so I'm going to take off. Thanks for whoever zipped in. And whoops. Hey, cool. I can flip it around the camera. Nice. I like that. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching. Give me some thumbs up on your stuff, on my stuff. You know, it's not like you're actually giving a thumbprint or anything. You're welcome. It's not like you're giving a thumbprint or anything. You're just trying to push the guy's work. Cool, man. Thanks from the UK. Cool. Peace out, Tinman. You know, I'll keep saying stuff, so peace out.